From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSPTV and the Standard Speaker.
The 157th annual Bloomsburg Fair is right around the corner, and despite treacherous weather causing last year's fair to be canceled, this year the fair is back and sure to be better than ever. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. Over the next few weeks, the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds, which now sit empty, will transform into the largest fair in the entire state of Pennsylvania. Colorful rides will light up the sky and the smell of delicious foods will fill the air. And that's just what you can expect before entering the gates. With so much to experience, the Bloomsburg Fair is sure to bring you unlimited fun and delight. This great news coming just 1 year after devastating weather hit the town of Bloomsburg, not only canceling the fair, but bringing $2.5 million of damage to the grounds. News 13 stopping by the annual kickoff news luncheon today held at the Industrial Arts Building at the fairgrounds Wednesday morning. Now, the board of directors may have had a tough year after the 2011 flood destroyed the fairgrounds, but they are keeping their spirits high and expect the 157th Bloomsburg Fair to be better than ever.
I think it'll be stronger because we lost last year, and we're all excited about this, and we're doing a little promoting big time, and we have a good lineup at the grandstand. So we look forward to a real successful fair.
Very excited. It looks like we'll have a very good year. People are buying a lot of the concert tickets, and we're selling a lot of the advance sale admission tickets. So we're looking forward to a good fair and hopefully good weather.
Last year's weather didn't only spoil the fun for excited fairgoers, but everyone involved, including comedian Jeff Dunham. It's no joke, Dunham has been trying to perform at the Bloomsburg Fair for the past 3 years, but the weather would not allow it. Dunham will take center stage alongside other great talent during Fair Week, which is September 22nd through September 29th. Admission for this year's fair did increase from $5 to $8. One of those dollars will go towards an emergency fund that has been set up to help out in the future if needed. Fair administrators plan on getting back to where they should be financially in about 5 years and hope this year's fair will bring in a few $100,000. As far as what new excitement you can find this year, just added a brand new Sky Ride. The new addition will give fairgoers an amazing tour of the fairgrounds. It was a short day for some local school students. A gas leak forced Holy Family Academy in Hazleton to be closed and about 200 people to be evacuated. It started as a bad smell in the neighborhood near the school, and it turned out to be leaking gas from what was referred to as an inactive gas line. Using the school's practiced evacuation plan, students and staff first went across the street to St. Joe's Church while emergency crews investigated the problem, and eventually the students were dismissed. Luckily, the gas leak did not affect the actual school building. However, Fire Chief Donald Leschko said odors were found in the back of the school. None of the homes in that area of the city on Laurel Street near 5th Street were affected, and UGI had the problem fixed by late morning. A spokesperson from UGI told the Standard Speaker that the odor was coming from an inactive pipe under 5th Street. That pipe was sealed off to stop the leak around 11:30 a.m. Now to Wyoming Street in the city of Hazleton, where falling bricks scattered a sidewalk and damaged a parked car. News 13 was there at Wyoming and Oak Streets Wednesday morning, where firefighters were investigating the building where the bricks were believed to have fallen from. Firefighters used the ladder truck to reach the top of the structure. City police were also called because of the damage to the car. Now, no word on who owns the building, but it looked like at least the bottom half was vacant. Investigators are still calling on the community to help them find a man who may be responsible for a weekend murder. This is the person police are looking for. His name is Ricardo or Richard, an Hispanic man in his 40s who is known to frequent the Alter Street Business District. As a matter of fact, these surveillance shots were captured inside an Alter Street business just hours before 34-year-old Eric Galtney was gunned down on the same street. Galtney died while another man who was with him escaped serious injury. Investigators gathered a description of the shooter from witnesses who said he had a mustache, dark and slightly graying hair, stands 5'7" to 5'8" tall, with a stocky build, and drove around on a white mountain bike. This man matches that description and hasn't been seen since the crime. The shooting happened near the intersection of Alter and 4th Streets at 2 a.m. Saturday. Again, if you know anything about the suspect or if you were in the area at the time of the murder, dial 911 immediately. All calls will be kept confidential. A third full-time police officer was hired in the borough of Freeland at Wednesday night's council meeting as officials continue to fulfill their promise to taxpayers that the police department would grow. Officer Mike Racho was promoted to full-time status. At first, council members were going back and forth on hiring a full-time officer, but in the end, the decision was unanimous. Council also gave officer in charge Steve Demko a pay raise.
Beginning of the year, we budgeted for three full-timers, which is an increase of one over last year and a couple of years before that. And we decided that we're going to promote Mike Racho, current part-timer. He's been here about a year, really putting in a lot of hours, more than he's supposed to be putting in, and we're going to make him effective October 1st as the third full-timer in the department.
And also officer in charge, Steve Demko, received a pay raise today.
Right, we increased, he was still getting the old part-time rate what the other part-timers got, and just with the additional duties, office work, administration, we increased him to what we had budgeted when we had the chief's position to the same rate of pay.
Now, council also talked about a paving project on School Street above St. Mary's Church. Quinn said it would be a stormwater project. The borough will put the work out on bid. The contractors will have to replace the pipe underground and the drains as well as pave that road. Now, still to come, our Jasmine Brooks heads to Heights Terrace Elementary Middle School to talk with 3 students who are leading their school in a very positive direction. Plus, kicking, punching, and body slamming. This is one fight that's taking on a more than professional wrestlers. This fight is all to beat up breast cancer. We'll explain next.
SSPTV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr.
Well, it wouldn't be the start of the high school football season, the high school volleyball season, hey, high school sports in general, if we didn't say, let's get it on between Marion and the Golden Girls and Nativity. You know it, every single year, you name the sport, and this is one of the great rivalries in all of the Schuylkill League, the Luzerne County area, and round 1 underway, and it goes to Marion. It's high school volleyball, and you know both these teams are very good, but it was Marion in 3-1 sets over Nativity. Abby O'Donnell, well, she had record-breaking day, as you see right here. She went over the 1,000 mark for career assists, and she had a bunch of them yesterday in helping lead Marion to the win. So as we said, don't get too excited. These teams in volleyball play quite often and in all the other sports, but I'm telling you, when you get Marion and Nativity, particularly on the girls' side, it is really something. High school sports at its best. Meanwhile, back in the Wyoming Valley Conference, MMI off to a good start. 3-0 winners over Berwick yesterday as Kristen Purcell did just fine yesterday with 8 kills and 8 service points. Back down to the Schuylkill League, a couple of scores. Pottsville straight sets over Tamaqua, and Pine Grove over Mahanoy area. Again, girls volleyball off and rolling. Water polo, Hazelton area went down to Pottsville yesterday, and they came out on top. Thanks in big part to Felicia Grego. She had a goal, 3 steals. Hazelton area, 8-3 winners over the Crimson Tide. That's girls water polo. Girls soccer, Hanover, 3-0 winners over MMI. And Hazelton area got upended by Dallas. It was Dallas 11, Hazelton area nothing. Meanwhile, boys, MMI 2-1 winners over Hanover as James Gabriel fired the goal and made the difference for MMI. Field hockey, Hazelton area, they got shut out in the season opener. Honesdale blanked them 3-0 up at Honesdale yesterday. What's going on today? Lots of stuff. Cross country, well, the cluster of Hazleton, Hanover, and Nanticoke will be running together. Crestwood and Dallas, they're together with MMI. Marion at Monterey area, and North Schuylkill at Tamaqua. Boys volleyball, North Schuylkill at Tamaqua. Tennis, MMI at Berwick, Hazleton area at Tunkhannock. Volleyball, season opener for the Lady Cougars. They entertain Del Valley down at the McGeehan Gymnasium. And in golf, Tunkhannock over at Sugarloaf taking on Hazleton. Let's go to the minor league playoffs. Akron is at Bowie. We'll be following that one in AA, of course, because of Kyle Landis. And the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Yankees will be at Pawtucket. Game 1 of the playoffs for both those teams. Russ Kanzler, 4 starts, 4 base hits. That's a pretty good start. Kanzler last night had a base knock as Cleveland knocked off Detroit. The Indians have won 3 out of 4 that Kanzler has played, we should point out as well. Tonight, that series will continue in Detroit. Meanwhile, don't look now, but here come Joe Madden and the Rays. They beat the Yankees for the second night in a row. They'll try to make it 3 straight over the Yanks tonight, as that game will be down at the Trop, but they are right there. That team is going to make the playoffs. The Phillies, tough luck losers last night. They're in Cincinnati, the Mets at St. Louis, Houston at Pittsburgh, and of course, NFL football starts tonight. First game, the defending Super Bowl champs as always. And this year, it's the New York Football Giants, and it's a dandy because they'll be going up against the Dallas Cowboys. That's 8:30 tonight from the Meadowlands. Middle of the week, and you know what that means at Bottlenecks. It's steak and ale night. You can choose from a variety of their specialty hand-cut steaks, and it's served with unlimited salad and fries for just $9.95. You can't go wrong. Great beer specials all night long as well. Don't forget, kitchen open midnight 7 days a week. And they got those 14 flat screen TVs. A lot of good fun up at Bottlenecks.
All right, if you played the lottery today, here are your midday winning numbers. The daily number 796, your big 4 3690, Quinto 34765, and Treasure Hunt 2 3 12 25 27. And tonight we have another double draw, this time with Quinto 13103. Good luck.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy birthday to Debbie Shipper. Have a fantastic day. Love from Sissy. Also tonight, happy birthday to Gene Evans. This wish comes with love from your family and friends. And in tonight's Talk of the Town report, the second annual West Hazleton Chug-a-Lug will be held this Saturday, September 8th at noon. Walk, run, or crawl to 9 different locations throughout West Hazleton, all to benefit the local crime watch. Participants must be 21 or older, and prizes will be given for several different categories. For more information about this run, please call Bottlenecks 570-454-6998. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Frank Domans of Weatherly. All arrangements are private and will be held at the convenience of the family from the Turnbach Funeral Home. William R. Kogel of Whitehaven. Private arrangements are by the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home. Paul A. McCarthy, formerly of Hazleton. No services were announced. Honor Ann King Cognetti of Scranton. Funeral will be held Friday at 9 a.m. from the Goff Hughes Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 4 to 8 p.m. Anna M. Radzavich of Shenandoah. The Lukovitz Orvitz-Fell Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Edward D. Donor, formerly of Nuremberg. Arrangements will be announced by the Harmon Funeral Home. Mary Marchak of McAdoo. Funeral services will be held Friday at 10:30 a.m. from the Stanley E. Analowski Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 9:30 until the time of service. And Anne Boris Raudermel, formerly of Ringtown. Massive Christian burial will be held Monday at 10:30 a.m. in the St. Mary's Roman Catholic Church. Friends may call Monday from 9:30 to 10:15 a.m. at the Stauffer Bresnik Funeral Home. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by Smilax Floral Shop, located on 15th Street in Hazleton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. And by Mia's. Don't settle for second best when dining out. Discover Mia's new low-price dinner menu. And remember, there's always plenty of free gated parking behind the Markle Building.
Well, some nasty weather Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. The rain was somewhat relentless with thunder and lightning in some parts. Check out the rain in Calairs, Schuylkill County early this morning. This was a familiar scene throughout Schuylkill County, making for a nasty commute to work and school. And as we look at tonight, we'll see the temp dipping down to 60 with partly cloudy skies. So no sign of any rain for the rest of tonight. Good news, because tomorrow it's looking like a sun-filled day. Slight chance of a thunderstorm. 84 will be our high. And it was a wet start in Greater Hazleton as well. I bet many were hoping for a nice sunny day like this creative condition from West Hazleton student Brianna Rodriguez, who says the picture shows her outside enjoying the sunshine, playing with her little brother. For all you kiddos wanting to play outside, it looks like Thursday will be sun-filled. Partly cloudy to get us through the rest of tonight. Low down to 62. We're up to 83 on your Thursday with the sun shining bright. Well, a local pharmacist has been nominated to assist the governor in Harrisburg. Governor Tom Corbett today announced nominations to several boards in the state. Owner of Heights Terrace Pharmacy, John Keegan, was nominated to sit on the Pennsylvania Drug, Device, and Cosmetic Board. His nomination needs to be confirmed by the Senate. Keegan, who is a pharmacist, says he is very honored to receive the nomination. And it's time to pick up your phone and dial into News 13 to win 2 tickets to this Saturday's Fun Fest Breakfast at Catholic Social Services. The breakfast is a fundraiser for the nonprofit and will feature a full selection of delicious breakfast foods. Tickets to the meal are valued at $6 each. Call 459-9813 to win. This is for your live at 4 newscast only, and we will be taking callers 3 and 13 as the winners. So good luck. More news and information headed your way next here on News 13. Stay with us because we will be right back. Images of hope, stories of survival. Tonight on News 13, we get an up-close and personal look at a traveling tribute to many brave women who have battled breast cancer. The heartwarming story is coming up right now.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Hi again, everyone. Thanks so much for staying with us tonight. I'm Kristen Bazinski. Well, Hazleton resident and Hazleton General Hospital worker Carmine Swerble is a breast cancer survivor, and now she's using her own battle against the disease to help and educate others. She is also one of the survivors featured in this year's Blue Cross of Northeastern Pennsylvania's Gallery of Hope, which is now on display at the Hazleton Health and Wellness Center. The unique tribute is a collection of photographs and personal stories of area breast cancer survivors. The traveling display is meant to raise awareness of breast cancer and promote personal accountability for one's health by having recommended screenings such as mammograms and making healthier choices by eating right, exercising, and understanding health risks. Now, Carmine was diagnosed back in 1990, and while she is cancer-free, she continues to eat well and help others.
The one thing I learned was to eat better, and it made you stronger. I think anybody that battles cancer, it does show you that you could beat it, you know, and it won't beat you.
Tell me a little bit, how does it make you feel that you were chosen to be in the Gallery of Hope this year?
I was overwhelmed. I had no idea. I'm very honored, very honored.
Does it make you feel good to go out and share your story with everyone else? So somebody may hear something from you and think, well, maybe I should go get checked out.
Oh yes, I still get calls. People see me on the street or up the hospital. My sister's going through it, or my aunt, or my friend, and they call, we talk, and I tell them my experience, but I let them talk first because like my doctor taught me, everybody's different, and that's what I like to get across from them. I don't want them to worry 2 or 3 days ahead, just worry about that day. And we could beat it. And just like I said, nobody walks alone, nobody.
Carmine helped start a healthy eating program for women at Hazleton General Hospital. It's been going on for 19 years now and shows women how to eat better and in return reduce their risk of cancer. The Gallery of Hope will be on display at the Health and Wellness Center through Wednesday, September 12th. It's an action-packed event full of kicks, punches, and body slamming. But this competitive wrestling show isn't just about beating each other up. It's actually about beating up breast cancer. Training was in session at Bumps and Bruises Training Center in Hazleton when News 13 stopped by. These wrestlers are gearing up for a big show and plan to raise big money for the Susan G. Komen Foundation. The idea came from co-owner Sean McLaughlin, who is proud to say his grandmother is a breast cancer survivor.
A couple years ago, my grandmother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and through all the treatment and everything, she's all right now. The name of the show is Beat Up Breast Cancer, because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna beat the living heck out of breast cancer, and we're gonna make a lot of money, and we're gonna donate it to the Susan G. Komen Foundation.
You get to meet the wrestlers, interact with them a little bit more, and it's a fun environment to be around.
And what can they expect to see when they get there?
A lot of high-profile action. Well, you've seen me taking on scintillating Shawn Andrews, and eventually getting my hands on him. We've been running a feud for the past year. We got the original ECW, original Rock and Rebel is going to be there, and it should be a good night for fun wrestling entertainment. And I just hope people come out and support the show.
Beat Up Breast Cancer is happening at the J.J. Ferrara Performing Arts Center along Broad Street in the city of Hazleton, Friday, September 28th at 7:30 in the evening. Tickets at the door, just $12 for adults, $5 for kids. You can order them in advance and save money at hcwpro.com. In addition, the organization is calling on all businesses to make a small donation. In return, the businesses will get an advertising spot on the events program. A Hazleton City playground is expected to get a much-needed makeover. About $96,000 will be allocated to the East End playground. Work on the play equipment and basketball courts are part of the plans. Now, the money comes from a federal grant that totals $634,000. The East End playground renovation project is one of 7 projects proposed. The city would use the money to provide police patrols in the Pine Street neighborhood, take care of some dilapidated buildings, and a big chunk of the cash will go towards the Broad Street Corridor project for new crosswalks and street lighting. City Council will introduce all 7 projects tonight at the regular meeting in City Hall. Over the next few weeks, the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds, which are empty for now, will transform into the largest fair in the entire state of Pennsylvania. Colorful rides will light up the sky, and the smell of delicious food will fill the air. And that's just what you can expect before entering the gates, because with so much to experience, the Bloomsburg Fair is sure to bring you unlimited fun and delight. Now, this great news coming just 1 year after devastating weather hit the town of Bloomsburg, not only canceling the fair, but bringing $2.5 million of damage to the fairgrounds. News 13 stopping by the annual kickoff press luncheon held at the Industrial Arts Building at the fairgrounds Wednesday morning. The board of directors may have had a tough year after the 2011 flood destroyed the fairgrounds, but they're keeping their spirits high and expect that the 157th Bloomsburg Fair will be better than ever.
I think it'll be stronger because we lost last year, and we're all excited about this, and we're doing a little promoting big time, and we have a good lineup at the grandstand. So we look forward to a real successful fair.
Very excited. It looks like we'll have a very good year. People are buying a lot of the concert tickets, and we're selling a lot of the advance sale admission tickets. So we're looking forward to a good fair and hopefully good weather.
Last year's weather didn't only spoil the fun for excited fairgoers, but everyone involved, including comedian Jeff Dunham. It's no joke, Dunham has been trying to perform at the Bloomsburg Fair for the past 3 years, but the weather would not allow it. Dunham will take center stage alongside other great talent during Fair Week, which is September 22nd through September 29th. Admission for this year's fair did increase from $5 to $8. One of those dollars will go towards an emergency fund that has been set up to help out in the future if needed. Fair administrators plan on getting back to where they should be financially within about 5 years and hope this year's fair will bring in a few $100,000. As far as what new excitement you can find this year, just added a brand new Sky Ride. The new addition will give fairgoers an amazing tour of the fairgrounds. An exciting time of year indeed. Still to come, the Labor Day holiday travel period is over, so were roads safer than last year? We've got that answer coming up. Plus, why some students ended their day early a little earlier than planned, I should say. We'll stop by Holy Family Academy, where the school was evacuated today. Well, the school year is in full swing, and tonight is the kickoff of News 13's Hazleton Area School District Newsmaker segment. Each week we feature students from one of the district schools highlighting activities, lessons that they're learning, and school pride. We begin at Heights Terrace School, where some students are leading the way. Jasmine Brooks explains.
For this year's first District Newsmaker, I'm here at the Heights Terrace Elementary Middle School with 3 middle school students, and they're going to tell you about Middle School Best. And it's really cool, and it's really easy, and it's all about showing good behavior in school. Now, these 3 girls are leaders of the school, and so tell me a little bit about what Middle School Best is.
Well, showing your best and technically doing a lot of good things, like reading and doing all your work, paying attention, not getting in trouble, and just showing your best.
Okay, now every student in the middle school and the elementary school has a punch card. And so for good behavior, they get a punch. And so you, when you come to the middle school, actually have to earn more punches.
Yeah, 50 more.
Awesome. Okay, let me give you back your middle school punch card. Okay, now tell me exactly, on here is a manual. It's a manual and it kind of tells you how to show your best. So what are some things that people should do to get a punch?
They should be responsible, earn respect, stay safe, and always be ready.
Okay, and so there are certain kind of expectations for different parts of the building. Can you read some of those for me?
Students will speak and act respectfully to teachers, staff, and peers.
Okay, and that's in the classroom. So what do they expect out of students in the cafeteria?
Walk in a single line to lunch, no talking or passing.
Okay, so fairly easy. Now, obviously, teachers are going to give you your punches in your card, but what are some of the awesome prizes that you get at the end?
At the end, you can get an Android tablet, you can get either an MP3, or we can pick different prizes, but those are the only 2 that we have for now.
So tell me why you chose to be a student leader.
I chose to be a student leader because it sounded fun. We get to stay after school and work with activities with Mr. Latella. We plan activities for kids to get 50 punches on their card. We can get pizza parties, and we can go into the gym and have fun, play games.
And so why do you think it's so important to show good behavior in school?
Because if they show good behavior, it'll be a better environment for the little kids that are around us, and if we do something bad, it can teach the little kids bad things, and they can do it too.
All right, and do you plan on taking this to the high school? Do you think they should continue this for all your years of school?
Yeah, they should.
Okay, great girls. Thank you so much. You did a great job, and I hope you earn all your punches as soon as possible.
Thanks.
So for this week's District Newsmaker, I'm Jasmine Brooks from the Heights Terrace Elementary School.
Jasmine, thanks so much. Well, it was a short day for some local school students. A gas leak forced Holy Family Academy in Hazleton to be closed and about 200 students and staff to be evacuated. It started as a bad smell in the neighborhood near the school, and it turned out to be leaking gas from what was referred to as an inactive gas line. Using the school's practiced evacuation plan, students and staff first went across the street to St. Joe's Church while emergency crews investigated the problem, but eventually students were dismissed. Luckily, the gas leak did not affect the actual school building. However, Fire Chief Donald Leschko said odors were found in the back of the school. None of the homes in that area of the city on Laurel Street near 5th Street were affected, and UGI had the problem fixed by late morning. A spokesperson from UGI told the Standard Speaker that the odor was coming from an inactive pipe that was underneath 5th Street. That pipe was sealed off to stop the leak around 11:30 a.m. Now to Wyoming Street in the city of Hazleton, where falling bricks scattered a sidewalk and damaged a parked car. News 13 was there at Wyoming and Oak Streets Wednesday morning, where firefighters were investigating the building where the bricks were believed to have fallen from. Firefighters used their ladder truck to reach the top of the structure. City police were also called because of the damaged car. No word on who owns the building, but it looked like at least the bottom half was vacant. Well, the numbers are down from last year, but still 6 people died in the reported 746 crashes investigated by state police during the Labor Day holiday weekend. Of the total crashes, 88 were alcohol related, including 1 fatality. Troopers arrested a total of 444 people for driving under the influence. Over 7,700 drivers were caught speeding. Troopers also handed out 109 citations for not securing children in safety seats. Almost 800 drivers were found unbelted and were cited. Now, during last year's Labor Day holiday travel period, 9 people died in accidents. The statistics we just told you include only those incidents investigated by state police. Keep it here on News 13. Freddie B's on deck with more news from the world of sports. And once again, we can't forget about our Russ Kanzler. We've got an update coming up. Plus, wet weather took over the beginning of our week. Does Mother Nature plan on drying things up a bit for the weekend? We'll have one more check of your forecast on the way. Some nasty weather Tuesday night and into this Wednesday morning. The rain was somewhat relentless with thunder and lightning in many parts. Check out the rain in Calaire's Schuylkill County earlier today. This was a familiar sight throughout Schuylkill County, making for a nasty commute to work and school. Now we'll start off with your forecast for tonight, where we see partly cloudy skies and a low down to 60 degrees. Now that'll take us into our Thursday with a chance of a thunderstorm, but for the most part, sunny skies Thursday, 84, 83 on Friday, again sunny with a chance of a thunderstorm. And then unfortunately for Saturday, it's looking like a chance of thunderstorms and showers throughout your day. Clouds prevail with a high up to 74. 75 will be our high on Sunday with mostly cloudy skies. And it was a wet start in Greater Hazleton as well. I bet many were hoping for a nice sunny day like this creative condition from West Hazleton student Brianna Rodriguez, who says the picture shows her outside enjoying the sunshine, playing with her little brother. For all you kiddos wanting to play outside, it looks like the next few days ahead will be sun and clear skies. Partly cloudy for tonight with a low down to 62 degrees in Greater Hazleton. And there you have it. Thursday, sunny skies, 83, 79 for your Friday, 74 on Saturday, where we do see a chance of a thunderstorm on both of those days. And on Sunday, we see 71 as our high. So a little chillier on Sunday. And actually, I don't really see much sun on Sunday. It's going to be a chance of a thunderstorm, showers, and clouds. All right, if you're looking to get a new cell phone, you may want to hold off for a little because the iPhone 5 could be unveiled next week. It's Apple's next version of the smartphone. Members of the media were reportedly invited to an invitation-only event in San Francisco set for next Wednesday. While it's not known for sure that the iPhone 5 will be unveiled at the event, Apple is being quite secretive about the new phone. The invitation's tagline reads, "It's almost here." Now, among the devices rumored, new features are a slightly larger screen, a faster processor, a smaller dock connector, and possibly NFC technology that would make it easier for shoppers to make payments through their phones. It's also rumored that the phone will officially be released later in September on the 21st, but pre-orders will be taken. And finally, Apple fans are all abuzz over the launch of a smaller version of the iPad tablet, which is expected also this fall. All right, that'll do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. You can catch this newscast again with a rebroadcast throughout tonight, or simply go to News 13's website at SSPTV.com. That's where you're going to find everything Greater Hazleton, Schuylkill County, and beyond. It's all just a click away. On behalf of all of us here at News 13, we will see you back here for Thursday. Good night.